Tonight, I come back after 6 months in hiding. I hope I didn't miss too much news. Roblox experiences. Who doesn't love to experience jailbreak? Mask or no mask? That's a question for the vaccine. Old man behind the wheel. At least he looks cool doing it. New tales from the former president. I guess some things never change. Io go with the rock legend. Is this how Paul McCartney clears his mind to write good songs? I don't know. I've been trying it for a few days. I only got to playing the C major scale. Guns and everyone's favorite thank you next proposal. So take off your belt, undo that button, because this is afterwards. Well, it has officially been almost a century since I last did a show. It hasn't. It has only been 5 months, 12 days, 53 minutes, and 38 seconds. It doesn't matter. It's still a long time for me, but we're back, thankfully. Folks, I promise you on this show, we're gonna keep it simple, short, and funny, just like Trump's presidency. So, my new routine before a show and after the show is to drink bourbon. Okay, I drink it in between the breaks too. And yes, I have developed an alcohol problem, but we don't talk about that. So let's start off with sad news. Last month, at the estate of the Obamas, one of their dogs died. It was Bo. Or so that is what they want you to believe. Bo is really an undercover asset in the far left's plan to get full control of the Senate. Not bad for a dog with a Teen Choice Award. If you haven't noticed, Roblox is changing games into experiences. Why? I don't know. But you better back up with the questions because it's getting really creepy. Anyways, it seems a little logical to be renaming games to experiences in the first place. We don't have Nintendo coming out with Mario and saying, experience the adventure with Mario. We don't have Call of Duty coming out with, experience death as our soldiers did, defending our country. The only case I can see experience working is for... Wait. Am I reading this right? Okay. Is this what I think this is? Can that word even be said on air? It can? Okay. So the only case I can see experience working is for Pornhub. Yeah. Their slogan can be, come experience porn with us from your favorite video creators such as Johnny Big Penis, Alex Average 10 Feet Penis Man, and Kanye West. Good news for all you vaccinated people. If you're fully vaccinated, you can go outside or indoors without a mask. Starting somewhere in May. I'm not good with dates, but that's only in select states. And all of you anti-mask people, we appreciate the warm welcome to the club. We really do. So, God. So, Biden this week went down to see the new, never-before-seen Ford F-150 electric trucks. Yeah! The old man still got it. Yeah! Or what they say in Delaware. Watch out, angry old man driving. Of course, in reality, Biden needed an alibi. And was just in a hurry because he had a whole bag of belts in the trunk. You know what they say? You bag them, we dump them. Now, there's been a doctored image of Queen Elizabeth II wearing a MAGA hat on the bus called the Trump train driving around. Now, Buckingham Palace has since asked this person to remove the image off her bus. So, I have a lot of questions. Why the Queen? And why is the freaking bus called the Trump train? Hey, I guess the train derailed and blew up, so now they need a Trump train number 2. Another little snippet of news that popped up was the former Commander-in-Chief, Cheeto Man. He got back on the interwebs. Do y'all remember when the former president was banned from... Can I get the list? Yeah. All of the websites. But he still has his OnlyFans, though. Get to experience Trump like Stormy Daniels, but for $150,000 less. So anyways, he set out to create his own so-called social media. What he really created is a blog. It's called From the Desk of Donald J. Trump. The plan was to have a dedicated website where the obese turtle would put out his thoughts, ideas, conspiracies, yada yada yada. Now, not surprisingly, the former president is back at it again with his false claims of fraud. Now, earlier this week, he blogged about how the election was yanked from him in the state of good old Arizona. Yes, the Democrats yanked my chance to win the state of Cactuzona. The seals were broken on the boxes that hold the votes. Ballots are missing, and worse, something much, much worse. I can't even say I remember one of them. And apparently his whole website crashed following the post. Yes, the liberal cocoons crashed my website. There's no one lying. But it's back up again, so his website still stands, and if you need crazy conspiracies in your life, feel free to go find it. Paul McCartney recently talked about how he exercises his eyes every day, and some suggest that is how he stays young. Some of the yoga is fast blinking. Zoom your vision in and out and tracing a figure 8 with your eyes. Now, Sir Paul may have great eyesight, but I want to know how his hearing is holding up. Can you hear me? The current situation of gun violence in America is skyrocketing, with shootings happening at a record pace. We're up at 1 shooting per day, every single day. Isn't that what I just said? Yeah, that's what I said. We've heard all of the excuses from guns aren't the main problem to I just need 1,000 rounds of automatic ammunition to keep my family safe. Well, Bill, if you need 1,000 rounds of ammunition to go take down a deer, don't take this personally, but you suck at hunting. Go find a new hobby, one with less hand and eye coordination, and more like shutting the up. What do people do with lots of money? Of course, go run off to a secret location and get married. We found out that Ariana Grande has married Dalton Gomez. Yeah. Congrats to the new couple. Or happy couple. I'm looking forward to the remastered Thank You next. We've got a great show for you tonight. Famous and rich developer BeastyBlake101 is on the show, and later a performance by Burry. We'll be right back after these commercials.
When you're blowing your nose really hard, does your tissue fall apart?
Just go right through them.
I blow right through them.
It doesn't hold. It tears.
Give me one tissue, I'll destroy it.
That's why there's Puff's Extra Strength.
The softness and the strength.
It's made to take the biggest sneezes, the hardest blows, because it's twice as strong when wet than the leading regular tissue.
I want the ones that don't fall apart. After all those blows, they're tough.
Funny nose, and stays dry.
Puff's Extra Strength.
Strongest for your nose through all the blows.
Best of both worlds, soft and strong.
Thank you.
It's about time someone made a reduced fat peanut spread.
That actually tastes more like peanuts. Amazing. New reduced fat Jif.
With 25% less fat and more fresh roasted peanut taste.
I tried those other peanut spreads.
The taste doesn't come close to Jif.
Jif would do it right. Good, huh? Hard to believe it's got less fat. We're in love.
More fresh roasted peanut taste and less fat. Choosy moms choose new reduced fat Jif.
Hey, welcome back, folks. Now, you know my guest as the developer and owner of Arcade Island 2 here on Roblox, and the guy who owns a lot of digital currency, like, let's see, Bitcoin, Roblox, and what else? Oh yeah, Dogecoin. I'll never get into that. But here he is now. Please welcome BeastyBlake101.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing really good this morning.
Okay. Now, welcome back to Late Night TV.
Oh yeah, we're up so late that it's the morning.
It is, yeah.
Right.
So before I go into any questions, I want to get your opinion on Roblox changing their games to experiences.
Definitely a mixed opinion, because I get the one side where they want to market to everybody and show themselves to investors that they're like this cool metaverse platform that anyone can do anything on. But at the same time, it's like the core of what Roblox is games. So I feel like there should be more option to just keep that if we wanted to. It shouldn't be so forced.
Exactly. That's a good answer. Now, we met somewhere around May, or was it June? I think it was June.
May or June of last year.
Yeah,
A lot has
last year.
changed.
Yeah, it's almost been a year. So, how is Arcade Island doing right now?
Wow, it's flying colors right now. I mean,
Is it?
what did we have last year? Like 30 players at once? I think we've added a 0 to that now.
Yeah, I've seen your game do like 1,000. Not that I went into it, but you know.
Yeah, so it's October. September Arcade Island 2 came out, and then October, It's Funny and a crew made a video on it, and that mooned the game to over 1,400 players at once, and then it all just started taking off from there. There was video after video. There was Pita Bread. There was, I'm trying to think of a couple others, but there were so many creators that just started making videos, and the game started soaring up in popularity. I was pushing out updates left and right, and now we're coming along here, and I'll be releasing Arcade Island 3 in a few weeks to months.
And have you been sleeping?
Sort of.
I'll take that as a no.
Yeah,
now,
that's a no.
I have yet to receive any recognition for my publicity on Arcade Island 2. Now,
I could give you a...
I just have one simple question. I have one simple question for you. How dare you?
We can get you a little shout out somewhere.
Okay, thank you. But it's all fine. Now, talking about Arcade Island, you recently decided to let go of some of your staff, including me, and just have moderators be in charge of your whole, I want to say, cult?
My cult? We're calling it my empire.
Okay.
That was a tough thing to do, obviously, because I love my community, but it was really time taxing, and the next few months and even years, it's really something on Roblox that I want to do is just start diversifying and expanding and really seeing how far I can push where Roblox can take me. Because considering I made a chart the other day of my growth over the past 3 years, and it was flatlined for about 2.5. So this is just the beginning, and it was sad to let people go like that, but it's a lot easier to just kind of generalize a system and prepare for what's to come.
So basically, you're making a brand out of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Now, is there any chance you did that so you wouldn't have to pay anyone?
No.
No?
I didn't pay anyone initially, so it was all just a volunteer community, and it was a great community.
It was.
It was just a lot of time and a lot of organization. And I mean, I went out of my way to involve people with the game, and with all respect to the people that chose to help, I never had any responsibility to do that even in the first place.
So Metaverse, I'll just leave it at that. What do you want to tell me about it? And how is Arcade Island being involved? Or was involved, I'm sorry.
So Metaverse Champion. So initially, they sent out an email to a bunch of people, and this isn't behind any non-disclosure agreements, but they sent out an email to a ton of people that was like, hey, you're in the egg hunt. And all these people were like putting out badges for their games, and I was starting to go, this is a little fishy. There are way too many people getting this, right? Yeah. Like there's no, like, if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Well, it sort of was, and I go on Twitter and I announce, and I'm like, so there was a communication error, and a lot of other people fell into the same communication error, and it's no secret. But a few weeks later, I get contacted again, but this time it's legit. So
so the other one wasn't legit.
Well, it was legit. I think it was just kind of like a communication error, or They just weren't clear with their wording, but a bunch of people thought that they were in the event and securing their position in the event when in reality they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
So I get some super top secret emails and stuff the next few weeks and preparing for Metaverse Champions. And holy cow, what a success of an event for me. I mean, it was just like the feeling of going from playing in Roblox events to years later being in one. It's surreal.
Mm-hmm. Now, how many players did you gain from this event?
Well, it was actually funny because the first day the badge was live, it was kind of a testing day to make sure everything was in order. It didn't exactly go to plan, which is fine. But the idea was that I wouldn't have to shut down all the servers and I could just roll it out over the next 24 hours. And as what ended up happening was that decision was not thought through, let's be honest. Creekcraft and some other YouTubers, SharkBlocks, I mean, all respect for them for playing the game, but they mooned the player count to 4,500, I think.
God.
And I was like, oh no, this was not supposed to happen on test day.
Yeah.
It's like and then I was like stuck. I was like, I have so many players, but I don't want to be giving out this many badges. So I ended up disabling it in new servers, and it didn't go to plan, but we did our best.
Yeah. So basically, you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So you recently started a YouTube channel, I gather. Are you getting into being a YouTuber now?
I'm experimenting with it. I mean, the last few weeks have just been crazy lockdown on game dev for Arcade Island 3 and just crushing that game out. But I have a fan base and a great community, and I want to really try experimenting with making YouTube content with them. I think that would be a lot of fun, and if it works, and I could keep rising through the ranks in YouTube, that would be awesome. It would be so fun. It'd be huge.
You should. You should. Now, my suggestion would be start a TikTok so you can do any of your dances or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have a TikTok, but I haven't really done anything with it yet, so.
Okay, okay. So, any more future plans?
At the moment, it's getting Arcade Island 3 out, and then it's just experiment, and diversify, because this Roblox is legit. Like, the last 2 years, Roblox has gone from a casual hobby developing thing for most people to, holy cow, we can have full-time jobs that pay really well on Roblox. And it's like I want that opportunity to be on the table for me as I go into college and beyond.
Yeah. Well, Beastie, thank you for being here again.
Thank you for having me. I mean, it's been quite the 12 months, I believe, since we've last spoke.
Yeah,
about
almost a year. Oh God. Well, I'll see you hopefully at Arcade Island 4 when it's announced.
Arcade Island 4? Oh.
We'll see.
I don't think that was in the plans.
So yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love Arcade Island, but it is so much work.
Is it?
It is so much work. I have so many other awesome game ideas that are a little less taxing.
Interesting. Well, again, thank you for being here. And yeah, BeastyBlake101, everybody. We'll be right back with the performance of For a Sad Soul by Burry. Stick with us.
Imagine video like you see in the movies. Graphics you want to reach out and touch. Numbers that fall into place instantly. If that's what you want from your PC, then there's one thing you'll want to have inside it. Because there's one thing that runs all your PC software best. The Intel Pentium processor.
Right now, if you go in for an Eagle test drive, you can get an incredible deal. And here to tell you more about it, I've enlisted the help of my stunt double. It's uncanny.
Hi, I'm Greg. Right now, you can save up to $1,100 on an Eagle Vision TSI with 24-valve V6, available traction control, leather trim seats, and a CD player. But hurry, deals like this won't last for long.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is wrong with this picture? It's the hair. It's wrong. I'm not frosted. Gotta be lighter, sandy, something like that. Other than that, it was good.
Prices are low at Subway, but I'd rather focus on sandwiches. People call them hoagies or heroes or submarines because they're shaped like submarines, but we call them Subway sandwiches. Our 6-inch meatball sub features meatballs and sauce on bread I just baked, all for a low economical price. I won't say how low, but you'll probably find enough in the cushions of your couch.
For nearly 30 years, Subway has made some of the best sandwiches anywhere, like the 6-inch meatball sub, only $1.69 at Subway, the place where fresh is the taste.
Welcome back. Performing her hit single For a Sad Soul, please welcome Burry.
For the sad souls you try to fix that trouble you. Don't you see how hurt we are? The tortured fools. Didn't you notice us? We're calling for help, and didn't she learn to care for herself? Care for herself. She was a fox and life was the hound. It just won't work. Make sure you save yourself, my love, though it may hurt. The fox said, darling, don't you worry about me. And she smiled as a tear rolled down her cheeks. And I wondered then if I'd ever see her again. This one is for a sad soul. We're all delicate and we crave to be loved. That's nothing new. Nowhere I go, nowhere feels like home. What should I do? Well, nothing's changed since I've been gone, and nothing's sober when I'm alone. When I'm alone. You said sure, look at a foreign crowd. You don't know what you did. The sun is shining through my dark cloud, all because of you. And I said, darling, don't you worry about me. And I smile when the tears roll down my cheeks. And you wondered then if you'd ever see me again. This one is from a sad soul. And everyone thought she was fine, and everyone thinks I'm alright, that I'm alright. We all say, darling, don't you worry about me. And we smile when the tears roll down our cheeks. And I wondered then if I'd ever see her again. This one is for the sad souls. And this one is from a sad soul. And this one is for a sad soul.
Thank you, Burry. We'll be right back.
The temperature of your mouth, a steamy 98.6 degrees. The temperature of a winter fresh mouth. Introducing new Winter Fresh gum from Wrigley's.
Yes!
yeah. That lasts. And lasts. And lasts. We can't wait for your reaction. Try new Winter Fresh Gum for icy cool breath that lasts.
Carrie Novak won't waste a minute battling her cold. Pills take time to dissolve, so she'll rush relief with the effervescent power of Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. It's ready the moment you take it, rushing powerful medicines to soothe your aches, relieve your runny nose, free your breathing.
Okay, now, today I'd like to talk to you about adding color and texture.
Nothing rushes relief like Alka-Seltzer Plus.
You want to talk about deals? You just sit yourself down. Now, real deal, it calls to you. Do you hear that? See, Burger King's got this burger. It's a thing of beauty. The Whopper. Hello, Betty. A big hunk of flame-broiled beef, fully loaded with all the trimmings. They add a drink, throw in some fries, and charge you measly $2.99. That's not just a deal, son. That's a meal. Surely hope Burger King never gets into the car business, because I'm working too close to the bone.
Burger King, get your burger's worth. Oh, Mr. Reach, we're about to change your toothbrush. Don't worry, Reach is now better than ever. With an easy-to-grip handle and a tapered head that's packed with more bristles. You see? Of course, it still has a unique angled neck to clean even those hard-to-reach back teeth. We'd never change that. The new Reach toothbrush, cleaning brilliantly by design. Reach, better than ever from Johnson & Johnson.
Well, that's it. I want to thank BeastyBlake101 for coming on the show, and I still haven't received any shares from my publicity to make Arcade Island known in this community. But don't worry, I have a plan. Of course, I want to thank the wonderful and talented Burry. Don't give up. The world has yellow paint. Most importantly, I want to say thank you to you, the viewers, for still being here, unless you're tuning in now, to which I say you're kind of too late. But go ahead and rewind that tape, or scroll bar, whatever you use. I prefer an 8-track tape, if you knew what an 8-track tape looked like. But you tuned in to afterwards. Thank you, Spotify. And you still have hundreds of episodes coming soon. Good night.